What's happening, everybody? My name is Mr. Info 5000. Today, we're going to be reviewing a video by Kevin Samuels. You see up there in the top left, Kevin Samuels versus 22-year-old Bonnett banger. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm
Hi.
good. Okay, so
Before we do this, we gotta do this. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So my whole thing with the bonnets, the only time I've worn a bonnet is actually going to get my hair done,
Okay.
but I don't agree with wearing it like out in public or airports or any pajama
Okay.
is meant to be inside the house, not outside the house.
So let me ask you a question.
hmm
Why do you think, or why do you feel like women are arguing and saying "mind your own business"? Why that
Because it's what they're
response?
used to. So, like, I feel if you don't have a certain foundation or you're not raised in a certain way and you see somebody doing it and you're raised around that, that's what you're going to do.
Okay.
So, they saw their mom going to the store, grocery shopping with their bonnet on. So, they're like, okay, I'm going to do it. And if anybody tell me different, my mom did it, so why can't I?
I guess that makes sense. Because I didn't understand why it would be so offensive to see this kind of backlash to where
Mm-hmm.
people are really coming at these folks. I didn't see a lot of this 10 years ago. This is a new thing.
Right.
So
There's a
I
whole
don't,
new generation.
that's what I'm
So,
trying to see is what mothers, I get, because a lot of women I
it's
see that,
Generation X. Because you got the baby boomers, then you
yeah, I'm
got
in Generation
Generation X.
X, but Generation X didn't walk.
But regardless of everything she just said is probably true, who thinks it's right to like pretty much go outside of the house in pajamas or a bonnet or something like that? And then you go out the house and just say pajamas, for example. You go outside the house, you don't know what type of bacteria or anything else you are getting. To me, it just seemed like kind of nasty. And then you just go back, prop yourself, flop on your couch, jump back in your bed with those same nasty pajamas.
Around with bonnets. So
Right. I mean, well,
the women who come on my show,
mhm,
they're not teenagers. These women are generally in their mid 20s, early 30s, wearing
right.
bonnets.
hmm
So these women were not teenagers 10 years ago. They were still late teens, early 20s.
hmm
So I don't know. I can understand what you're saying. I don't know if this necessarily they were raised around that. I think a lot of these women just don't want anybody to tell them to do what to do anywhere.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true
so
too.
so. But anyway, I appreciate your opinion.
Thank you.
Bonnet, see, and you can't wear a bonnet going to get your hair done. That's acceptable. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
So, and she made a good point. Yeah, women have always, when they were like in between, like going to get their hair done, put on a hat or a bonnet, or something, but you're going from one place to another. So when she says, that's what they're used to because they saw their mother and they were raised that way, I don't know if I agree with that because I didn't see this 10 years ago. And many of the women I see doing this are fully grown women. To me, and I could be wrong, but it just seems like a lot of women today are just outright lazy. I mean, and it's amazing that many of these people wearing these bonnets spend more time getting their acrylic nails put on. That's crazy. But hey, that's what it's about. We got 15,000 folks in here. Chocolate Jesus. Uh, so I'll say this too, that I really want to get to the question about bonnets, and the question is, modern women, are you those either? Do y'all want any standard? Oh, you just want to be able to do whatever the hell you want to. Be as loud as you want to, look any way you want to, be as big as you want to, and everybody's supposed to accept.
And even like Kevin Samuel said himself, you show the men what they deserve by your appearance and your attitude. And judging by the way these women are leaving their home, is that you men don't deserve nothing respectable. That's what they telling them.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong. I'm asking the women, modern women, are you men's business? And for the women who say, mind your own business, then don't ever ask a man to protect you again. Do not ever ask, where's the protection? If you say, mind your own business, you forfeit your right to ever ask for protection. Because you cannot want men's protection without getting men's opinion. See, with a man's protection comes a man's structure. And see, that's what so many women want. You want the things that men provide. You want traditional men, but you want to be modern women. You want a man to be the traditional role, but you want to be modern women. To the point to where your grandmother, your great grandmother, they would be embarrassed. Embarrassed. Oh, this woman said, my man, not yours.
Yeah, because what they doing a lot of these days is men ain't this, men ain't that. I don't need a man. And then in the next very sentence, they say, help protect me. I should be protected. I'm not protected. Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, then I tell you something. For all you women that say your man's opinion matters and not men, then you better keep him in your purse and you better keep him around all the time. Because when he ain't around, if you only listen to your man, you forfeit your right to get men's protection from the group. So we're gonna handle this shit tonight. Y'all want shit your way. I'll respect my man. I'll smile at my man. I'll do this for my man. It's the same damn argument. You're unruly. You're difficult. You're argumentative. You're masculine. You're manly. You're manly, walking around with bonnets in your head and, and pajamas on and furry slippers, and you weigh more than your men. Let's just look at it. Take the average woman, and at your height, in our community, sadly, a woman, if a
You know, a lot of people, well, mainly women, said Kevin Samuels was harsh and this, that, and the other. But the ultimate goal, what Kevin Samuels was trying to accomplish, mainly, was to get and keep black families together. And people say the truth hurts. The truth shouldn't hurt. It's the truth. And that's what I want to happen too. I want us, and men, obviously we play a part in this, but right now we're talking about the women mainly. It's just to let us get back together. Let's, y'all come back to us. Y'all running away from us. We want y'all. Black men marry. Let's talk a little bit about race. Black men marry inside the race at a rate of 80% when we do marry. Come on, let's get back together.
A female tends to weigh more than men at their height. So you think you can do what a man can do. You think you can accomplish what a man can accomplish, but then stop asking for men's protection. Stop asking for men's provision. Stop asking the men to do anything. Because if the men can't put some standards on you, if the men can't put some requests, see, we're to the point to where a man it can't even be a request. See, other groups don't request, they demand. They demand that their women don't go out of the house looking that way because you represent us. But we're to the point to where we can't even ask our women. They'll tell you, mind your own business. Well, if you're not our business, don't get mad when you see Hakeem with Becky. If it's hashtag mind your own business, if hashtag men are trash, then don't get mad if he with Becky.
That's gonna be it for this video. If y'all want to see the whole thing, just go by Kevin Samuels' channel. He still has a lot of amazing content up there. Rest in peace. And I think if he would have been around a little bit longer, I was seeing things starting to change slowly but surely, one by one. So hopefully these things live forever, and so we can get back to a point to where we were married back in the 60s at a rate of 80-something%. So that's it for this video. My name is Mr. for 5,000. Comment, like, subscribe. Down in the right corner, you see a little bit of square, little square right there. You can subscribe by hitting that button. Other than that, have a great day.